Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a couple of exciting uploads on our Patreon content today. If you go to our Patreon site, you'll see that not only has there been an upload of me tackling the Times Club monthly special cryptic crossword, which is a beast of a puzzle, and it beasted me this month, to be fair, and who doesn't want to watch that, but also our monthly Patreon reward, which is 2 linked puzzles themed on the Tour de France, 2 Sudokus this month, with kind of new rule sets that I think you'll enjoy, and already they're getting some good reviews. So that's over on Patreon. Today's puzzle comes from Aris Martinian, who's only recently started watching our videos, but has become hooked already, and has decided to try and set his own puzzle based on the crop key rule set, which he likes. Now, crop key's Belarusian for dots, I think, maybe other languages too. And these black and white dots feature in the puzzle. Now, what they mean is any 2 cells with a black dot between them, one is half the other. That's the rule. And for 2 cells separated by a white dot, the difference is 1. So these 2 could be 2 and 4. These 2 could be 9 and 8. Now, Aris has decided that in this puzzle, a 1 and 2, which could normally be either white or black, must be a black dot. So if there's a 1 and 2 together, they have a black dot. And finally, and potentially very helpfully, there's an anti-knight restriction in this puzzle. So knights move apart, cannot contain the same digit. So those 2 couldn't both be 7s, for instance. So that's what we've got. Do have a go at the puzzle on the link below the video. And I'm going to have a try now, so let's get cracking. So, normally it pays in crop key to look at the clusters of black dots, but actually that is a very non-useful configuration, because that's only actually giving one relationship. Say that was 6 and 3, which are the least connectable halves and doubles. That could be 6 and 3 down there as well. It's really told you nothing. Now this is more useful. In fact, this is the only useful one in the grid. The same problem occurs with all of these, where 2 of the cells could be the same. So they're not really telling you much beyond the 1 black dot relationship. But here, this must be either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. So that cell is either 2 or 4. 3 and 6 can't be involved because they'd need another 3 or 6 in the box. So it's because those 3 cells are confined within the 1 box that's useful. Now, doesn't get us very far. So my black dot strategy has died a death. Let's go to the one given. 7 there, so this is 6 or 8. This is half that, so it's 3 or 4. Now this, if this was 3, these would be 2 and 4. And this could be 1 or 5. No, it couldn't be 1 because of that rule that 1 and 2 is a black dot. Okay, that's interesting. So if this was 3, it would have to go 2, 3, 4, 5 around the corner like that. It couldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4 because of that 1 thing. Now if this was 4, this could go 5, 4, 3, 2 or what's the other way around? 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it couldn't. Why couldn't it go 3, 4, 5, 6? Because 3 and 6 would need a dot between them. Oh, that's lovely. So if it's a 4, it goes 2, 3, 4, 5. Look what we get. We get a pair of 2, 5 and a pair of 3, 4. That's so clever. That's amazing. Didn't expect that. Right. So up here we've got a 1 and a 9. They're looking over here. That kind of means it's not 1, 2, 4, but it doesn't mean much else. Now, if there were an 8 here, that would have a much more powerful effect. You'd have 8 and 1, so this would become 2 and 4. 3. Oh, where would 3 go? 3 couldn't be on the dot because you've used 2 and 4. It couldn't be next to 2 and 4. 3 would be here, but what would this be? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 3 would already have been used. The only other number that can be on the black dot is 6, and that would need another 3 here. Wow, that's mind-blowing. If that's the expected way in, I'm just going to go through this again because that is quite interesting. I'm postulating that 8 is in this group of cells, 819 say. That would have to make this 2, 4, because they've got to be in a 1, 2, 4, 8 group. Then where does 3 go? It can't go here because that's next to 2 and 4. It can't go here because 2 and 4 have been used. It would have to go here, and then this cell next to the 3, actually that's the problem, would have to be a 6, because that's the only other type of cell that can be on a black dot that's not in the row. Madness. Anyway, all of that proves there is not an 8 in those 3 cells. The 8 in the box is here. That's our first digit in the grid. And with crop key, that will often give you a whole bunch. So we get those straight away. We've now got 169 as a triple up here. That doesn't tell us. It tells us that's not a 1, but we could still be going 1, 2, 4. Oh, but look, there's that 8 as well. So it can't be 2, 4, 8, but it could go that way round, 2, 4, 8. So these numbers ascend that way, but I don't know what they are. What about these? No. Oh, look at those. 2 and 3 cannot be involved in those two. And that's beautiful, because now they can't be 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 6. They have to be 4 and 8. This can't be 1 because it's next to a 2 and there's no dot. That negative constraint is so crucial in crop key. So 1 there. This is a 2 now because it can't be a 1. Lovely. 1, 2, 4, 8. So 3 can't be in any of those cells, can't be there next to the 4, can't be there next to the 2 because there's no dots, has to be here. Actually, there was any number of ways of getting that as a 3 from that 2 because we've got 1s tied up there. Okay, 7 also can't be here, so it's up here. Must be with the 6 because the 8's gone in the box. So that's a 6, 7 pair. This is a 1, 5, 9 triple. We can finish the row with a 6. What can this be next to? Oh, well, that's lovely. 6 and 8 are both looking at that cell. So this can't be a 7 because it needs one of those next to it if it was. So that's 6. This has to be 7 now. We've got 1 and 9 to place here. 9 can't be on the black dot. So we get 1 on the dot, 2, we've got 3 and 5 to go, well 3 has to be next to the 2. So now this has to go 4, 5 up here. Can't go back to a 2 there because there's no white dot between those two. This can't be a 3 for the same reason. So now look at these 5s. That's ruling out 5s from all of those cells. And 5 can't be on a black dot, so 5 is there. This is 4 or 8. But this can't be 2 because of the 2 here, so this is 8 or 4 as well. 2, 1, 8, 4, 5. Okay, what's this? This is, well, it could be 1 or 2, I think. Or 8, actually. Okay, I can't decide that at all. That's probably not a good place to be looking. Right, what else have I got? Let's try keeping going in these columns because they look promising. Oh yes, okay, 7 can't be on a black dot, so 7's up there. That means 7 is down here somewhere. And 7 can't be with 8 up here because they'd need a dot between them. So one of these is 8. Which means this one isn't. So we can fill in the 4, 8, 4 there. Does that mean this is 8? No, it means it's 2 or 8. This one has to be something from 1, 2, 8 as well. I can't determine those. Right, 7 is down here. Where is 6 in this column? Not with the 7 because they'd need a dot between them. And it's not there because that's next to the 5. No dot. So that's brilliant. We can put the 6 in. And now look at this 7, that's beautiful. 7's in one of those 2 cells, but that 7's ruled out of those. These 2 are next to the 6, so we know 7 is there. Now, 5, 4, 7, 6, 2, 1, 8. This could be 3 or 9, and it can't be 3 because it's next to the 6. That would need a black dot. So it's 9, This is 3 because otherwise it's next to the 4. This one is still 1. No, 1 or 8 I was going to say, but it can't be 1 because that would be 2 and that doesn't work. Brilliant. So the column's finished. 1, 7, 4, 6, 9, 5. This must be a 2, 3 pair. 3 can't be next to the 6 without a dot. So that goes straight in. 6 next to the 7. 1 and 9, but one of them's on a black dot. Simples. So 1 goes next to 2. 2 goes next to 4 because the 1's gone there. 4 goes next to 8 because the 2's gone in the column, and this is a 1. I love the way it comes together. Do you know what I've totally forgotten? The knight's move constraint. Haven't needed it at all. I have a feeling we might never need it now. Have I used it? I don't think so. I'm going to use it now then. Look, 5 there, looking at that cell. Bam. And not only can that not now be a 9, but 1 is looking at it. So we can use it. It would be a shame for Aris to put it in and us not to use it. So 3 there and 5 there to complete the column. 5, 1, 2, 3, and no, I don't know how they work. Oh, that's next to an 8, so that's a 4. This is an 8 because it can't be a 2. This is next to 8, so it's 9. 2 is ruled out of those 2 by this 2, so they're 3 and 4. Now, it's all going swimmingly now. I mean, I think we're very much on the home straight. One of these is a 9, and as I say that, I don't know where to put them. Right, 3 over here can't be here or here, which is next to a 2. So 3 goes there. Yes, next to the 2 as well, should have seen that. 3, 2, 9, 8, 4. 1 has to be here because it can't be next to the 2. This is 7 and 6, that way round, because the 7's next to a 5 then, and that's gone wrong. What's gone wrong there? That was a 1, I liked that. What have I done wrong? This can't be an 8, and it can't be a 7, that's a 6. Sorry, I don't know why I concluded that this was a 7-6 pair. It's not, it's an 8-7 pair, that works fine. 9 and 6 here, I can do them because one of them's next to the 3. 5 and 7 here, Sudoku ordinary gets me there. That's a 6. This can't be 9 because it's next to the 8. 1, 3 and 7 up here. Again, I am just not using the knight's move constraint much. I'll use it again here. That's a 7 because of the knight's move 1's away as well as that 3. That puts 1 and 3 there. 2, 8 and 5, 2, 5, 8, 6, 4 and 9, so that's just regular Sudoku basically. Do let me know in the comments if you had a go at this puzzle without remembering or without using the knight's move constraint, because I suspect it is fully solvable without it. So it's very kind of Aris to give it to us as well. But that puzzle solves relatively straightforwardly once you've made the breakthrough. There may be other ways of getting it. I mean, it's possible you felt like that was a bit of a bifurcation when I was analysing the 1, 8, 9 possibility there. But, you know, I was doing it in my head. So I always think that's kind of the cutoff for whether it's bifurcating, which is choosing one route to follow to see where it breaks. As some people point out in the comments, and as I agree with wholeheartedly, every elimination is a bifurcation. Some of them are just trivial, and it's therefore a spectrum rather than a cut-off between bifurcation and logic. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening to my thoughts as well. It's been a pleasure, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Do try the Patreon puzzle. Become a Patreon if you haven't already. I think it's worth it. See you soon. Bye for now.